Next sum. Let alpha and beta be the roots of the equation x squared minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0. If an is alpha raised to n minus beta raised to n for n greater than or equal to 1, then the value of a10 minus 2a8 divided by 2a9 is equal to 3, negative 3, 6 and negative 6. Now you notice that the function that we have here, an, it actually depends on three things: alpha, beta and n. Okay, now there are three different values of n which are given in the problem. Those are 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and an is defined as alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n, where alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. So once we obtain the values of alpha and beta, then an will simply be a function of n. Okay, so our first job will be to find out the values of alpha and beta, that is the roots of the given quadratic equation. So let us do that. First, you should write down the given quadratic equation carefully and then apply the quadratic formula. So minus b will be plus 6, plus or minus root of b squared is 36, minus 4 into a into c. So minus 4 into minus 2 will be plus 8. So it will be 36 plus 8 or 44 divided by 2 into a, so that will be 2. So the roots are 6 plus or minus root of 44 upon 2 or 3 plus or minus root 11. Very simple. Root of 44 is root of 4 into 11 or 2 root 11, then divide by 2. This will get cancelled, this will become 3 and this will become root 11. So x is 3 plus or minus root 11, and here we are going to make this assumption that, well, that is convention, alpha is usually the plus 1 and beta is the minus 1. Okay, otherwise whatever value that you are going to get, that may change its sign. Okay, so take alpha as 3 plus root 11 and take beta as 3 minus root 11. And once we know the values of alpha and beta, then an is a function of n only. Okay, alpha raised to n minus beta raised to n, which will be 3 plus root 11 raised to n minus 3 minus root 11 raised to n. So once we obtain f of n in terms of n, now we will look for the value of the given expression, a10 minus 2a8 upon 2a9. So that is what I have done here. Quite a big expression. Okay, first let us focus on a10. a10 means in this expression we should write n equal to 10. So that is 3 plus root 11 raised to 10 minus 3 minus root 11 raised to 10. Then let us go to a8. Do not forget this 2. Okay, a8 means n equal to 8. Now I already subtracted it, so the first term will be negative and the second term will be positive. Okay, so this bracket is only for the indication purpose. Okay, let me just change it just to avoid confusion. So it's this term, and then let's go to the denominator, which is a9 into 2. So I've taken that 2 outside and I've written it here, and then you can see alpha raised to 9 minus beta raised to 9. Now after this, you may be tempted to think that you will be, or you are required to use the binomial theorem. okay, to expand 3 plus root 11 raised to 10 and to expand the remaining 6 binomials. But remember, this is a multiple choice questions examination, and usually the questions are trick based. Okay, they don't expect you to solve or expand this particular large expression, although you will get the answer, but that will consume a lot of your precious available time during the examination. Okay, so what we will do is we will try to rearrange the terms and try to cancel out some of them. Okay, so this is what I have done. Let me now explain everything in red color. First, what I did, from these two terms I took 3 plus root 11 raised to 8 common. Okay, so once I did that, then inside the bracket I had second power or square of 3 plus root 11 and then this 2 as it is, okay, with a negative sign. Then now let me use blue color. Then I took 3 minus root 11 raised to 8 common from these two terms. Okay, so you can see that term here. Then 3 minus root 11 squared will be the first term inside the bracket because of the index of the first term being 10, and then simply minus 2. And remember, we have taken negative in or minus 1 into 3 minus root 11 raised to 8. So inside the bracket the first term will be positive and the second term will be negative. Okay, now the next part. Expand 3 plus root 11 raised to 2, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, keep 2 as it is. Do the same thing here, expand 3 minus root 11 raised to 2, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared minus 2 as it is. Okay, then 9 plus 11 will be 19, 20 minus 2, 18. Okay, 6 plus root 11 as it is. Then do the same thing here, 9 plus 11, 20 minus 2, 18. Okay, then the next part, from 18 plus 6 root 11 take 6 common. Okay, you can see that 6 here, and do the same thing for 18 minus 6 root 11. If you do that, then 18 plus or minus 6 root 11 can be written as 6 into bracket 3 plus or minus root 11. Okay, and this is the same binomial which appears here. Okay, so that now allows us to actually combine the additional power of 3 plus root 11 to make it 9 here, and additional power of 3 minus root 11 to make it 9 here. Okay, after that you take 6 common and you have got the same expression which exists in the denominator. So cancel it. Eventually you will get 1 upon 2 into 6, that is 3, or option C. Okay. Hold on. What did we get? We got 3, right? Yes. See, now this is where I have done a mistake. It's not 6, it's actually 3. Okay, which means I marked this option C because I saw this 6 in the options. Okay, but do not forget this 2. So if you divide it by 2, then you will get 3, or C is not right. The correct option is A. Alright, because A is 3. Yes.